Welcome to the Navigator podcast. Welcome to the Navigate Academy. Our guest for this module is Jeoff Tardif, the director of the project management office position at SIGNET Electronic Systems. Jeff has over 25 years of experience in the AV, IT, healthcare, security, program, and project management fields, with professional areas of expertise, including creating and developing project management offices, global and national program and project management, account, client, and employee management, operational management, managed services, continuous improvement, as well as training, coaching, and mentoring. His career has included positions on both the client and vendor sides of the integration business, which gives him a unique perspective on the client's needs. Jeff currently holds industry-leading credentials, including the PMP certification through PMI, the CTSI certification through Avixa, the ITIL certification through Excelis, and he is also OSHA 10 certified. Jeff, thanks for participating in this podcast, supporting the mature project management mindset.
Thanks, Brad. It's really great to be part of this podcast today.
Yeah, your intro was like long, so you got a lot of credentials. So that's why I invited you in, is that you actually, to me, exemplify and embody that mindset. So when you think about not only your history, but you've trained and mentored, I'll say, hundreds of PMs, how important is a mindset in really creating that mature, successful project manager?
It's extremely important. So each day, project managers are presented with new challenges requiring a variety of skills and knowledge to get the best results for their careers. So developing a positive mindset in your career and life creates positive results, whereas a negative mindset often creates poor results. So project managers are project leaders, and we should have the skills and experience to lead our project teams through difficult situations while creating solutions to any problem that comes our way. So without a positive mindset, you're really going to struggle each and every day of your professional career.
So true. And I've been one for a long time. And it's like in the morning, you can tell how the day's going to end up just by, I'll say, the mindset showing up.
Correct.
And it's something that people will argue you can't change. And I'm like, no, you can always change your mindset.
You got to.
Yeah. So you've trained and mentored many project managers in your career. How can you tell whether someone will grow into being a PM?
Well, a couple of the best indicators whether someone's going to grow into a mature project manager are a thirst for knowledge and proactive communication. These two skills are a must-have for mature project managers. Individuals without a curiosity on how to solve problems are definitely going to struggle to remove those roadblocks present on every project. And someone who's always asking questions and curious on how things work most often makes a successful project manager and will be successful in this industry. One of a project manager's main goals is to be an effective communicator. And when I see a new PM proactively responding to emails or phone calls, they already understand that proactive communication is the key to being successful in the role.
Got it. So again, I always say, like, are you leaning in and being causal?
Correct.
Yeah. So I referenced your LinkedIn article/series in the module, gave them that address to go and look at it. I've enjoyed reading them and sharing them for many years. What number are you up to now?
About 117. So.
Okay, so it's more than an afternoon. So
correct.
Exactly. What motivates you to write and share them?
Well, the insights from the Project Hub articles are really an opportunity for me to share some of the knowledge, experience, and insights I've gathered throughout my career, which others may have not encountered yet. My hopes that the insights provide gets those wheels turning for the other PMs and allows them to learn a new tool or a skill they can use in their professional life. I really enjoy that positive feedback I've received from coworkers and my peers in the industry. And for me, it kind of really comes down to being able to help others in this field.
Well, and I think you and I both, we really endeavor to create the community.
Yes.
And as you're saying, always ask, and you can learn from really anyone, but it's the mindset, the skills, and the tools, but it's not this recipe for, or cookie cutter of, this is the only way I can act. It's, am I learning? Am I growing? And like you say, curious.
Yeah, absolutely. That's that learning.
What do you think is missing in a lot of the PMs? And I don't want to get into, like, age or generational or education or anything like that. But to me, I see a lack of something. What do you see as missing? And we're not generalizing, but again, it's something we see.
Yeah, I think the single biggest characteristic missing from most project managers, and especially the new project managers, is that ability to plan. I don't think we're innately born with that, but planning can be taught, but effective planning really takes knowledge, experience, and most importantly, time before you become competent. Most PMs have an excellent sense of priority and urgency and are quick to respond to issues and escalations. Unfortunately, if you lack the knowledge, experience, and time required to complete good project planning, you're most likely going to be stuck in like a firefighting mode.
Yep.
And you only be able to get through that maybe with extra effort and pain. Our industry really tends to suffer from that model of project execution where we give the teams brief scope of work, maybe a napkin CAD drawing, bunch of equipment, and expect the project to be a success and profitable. Sadly, this model never sets our project teams up for success.
Absolutely. We talk about, I work with Solutions 360 now from a tool perspective, and many of the times we're trying to train planning. And our two excuses we hear most of the time are, I don't have time.
Correct.
And well, the world's going to change around me. Why do I want to plan? Yeah. And to me, it's like, well, both of those are the reasons you have to plan.
Yeah.
If you don't take the time to plan, you'll never have time.
Correct.
And if you don't have a plan, you don't know what to change.
Yep. Yeah. You're just floating around out there.
Absolutely. So we also highlighted Mark Horstman's book, The Effective Manager. What makes this book one of your favorites?
Well, I really enjoyed the insight I gained from that 4 critical behaviors that are outlaid in the book, which are getting to know your people, communicating about performance, asking for more, and then pushing work down. So the getting to know your people is a really critical skill for team building and excellent project communication. Communicating about performance is probably one of the most challenging behaviors since it often involves conflict, which is something most people don't relish in their career. Asking for more is something most PMs probably do on a daily basis, but the book explains how this behavior can be used for coaching the team or individuals to accomplish a goal. And that's a much better method than just asking for favors from your teammates.
Got it.
And finally, that project managers pushing down work behavior is more like pushing work out. As I like to remind the PMs I work with, we're responsible for everything, but don't do anything, meaning we're responsible for the entire success of the project, but we don't physically complete most of the tasks required to make a project successful. So pushing work down or delegating is an art form all its own, and one many of us work on daily.
Well, and especially the last two, again, that perform, well, all three of them. And I'll just agree wholeheartedly. Now that I have managers working for me, they're like, well, that's a tough conversation. I'm like, well, management's easy with top performers. It's like, it's just called, fun.
Yes.
But it's when you really have to manage performance and you're dealing with all that. So that book, I think, applies not only to management, but also project managers, because it may be an informal role, but they really are managing people.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, hopefully, how many followers are you up to now on your website, on your LinkedIn?
I get about 1,000 hits a week for my articles, and then I've got 2,500 connections directly.
Got it.
A lot more people see the article than that.
Well, let's hope you get another 500.
Absolutely. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeff. Bye-bye.
Bye.